Now we will see how Workflowalert works. Have you ever forgotten to submit some important documents to government office, customer or bank? Have you ever wished someone should have just reminded me? Have you ever scolded someone for having forgotten an important date? Have you ever forgotten to just ask for payment from customer? We have a solution. It is much better to act on reminder than to reprimand anyone after the event. Purpose of Workflowalert. If a user has a one-time task, then go for calendar or something similar. Otherwise, go for Workflowalert. In our system, first the user has to define a structure which is named as a flow. In a flow, the user has to define the steps which will contain the number of steps. And these steps should be completed to mark the whole task as done. These steps may be dependent or independent of each other. Each step can contain the number of alerts that the user wants to send. Alerts will help the user to do the work on time and to avoid delays. One flow can contain multiple entries. In this case, there can be entry 1, entry 2, entry 3, entry 4, entry 5 and so on. Each will contain respective steps as defined by the user in the flow. It means that the user has to first define a flow with steps. When the user creates an entry, these steps will reflect in every entry that the user will create. So the sequence to get alert is create flow, create steps, create alerts, create entries. For example, in this example, a flow is defined which is named as bill payment. There are two steps of this flow. One, receive bill. Second, make payment by credit card. Each step has respective alerts. Suppose a credit card payment has to be done monthly, so entries will be created every month. It can be 1st Jan, 1st Feb, 1st March, 1st April, 1st May, 1st June and so on. Each entry will contain both the steps defined in the flow. User can get reminder for every entry user will create. After completing the task, the user has to go to the entry and complete the step in Workflowalert system. This is done by filling the completion date and then the user stops getting the remaining reminders. Hope you got a good idea about the Workflowalert system. Thank you.